So first, low code is a way to design and develop applications with little to no coding. It offers an easy to use interface and follows a visual application building approach. So basically it follows a drag and drop. It follows a drag and drop principle so that it's easier rather for the users to interact with the platform and create its solutions, custom solutions that would fit their businesses. Okay, so basically, a low code platform doesn't require you to have a in depth knowledge with coding or JavaScript and stuff like that, right? So it can help you get started, create your solution even without that. And according to the data provided by PwC Global PricewaterhouseCoopers, 87% of businesses across APEC believe that digitization offers them more opportunities than risks. So, especially now in the age of digital transformation, businesses, a lot of them actually, can see that there's a lot opportunities to explore when we explore on the side of digitization. So you might ask, how does low code help enterprises? So there are 6 points that we would like to focus here. So first, it facilitates businesses agility and sustained growth. Since it's a low code platform, it is accessible for most of the team members. It's easy to facilitate and it's easy to customize it according to the needs at hand. It hedges against tech debt. It also facilitates IT and business team collaboration. So we have this notion that custom applications such as low code and anything that is code related can only be handled by the IT team. But with low code, because of its accessibility, it can create collaboration among team members. So it's not limited to the IT team. It also unlocks your workforce hidden value and encourages innovation. It also caters to the increasing demand for custom solutions among business professionals. So we know that we are quite aware that sometimes not everything has can offer a cookie cutter solution for our business challenges, right? So sometimes we have to find a custom solution that can fit our business processes. And lastly, it reduces human error and create more accountability across organization. So you might also be wondering, oh no, low code can only be maximized by our IT team. It only fits the IT industry. But actually, low code can fit in various industries as much as we know. It can be suitable for finance, help manufacturing, it can also optimize or automate the logistics, even help health industry, education, professional services, and even in retail. So there's a lot of things or possibilities that can low code do for you and your business. So in Zoho Creator is actually our unified low code application platform. So we've managed to develop up to 6 versions until now. So since Creator 1, you can see the changes and the development up to Creator 6. And for those who have been with us since the first version, they have the perks of, they can still get the upgrade of the sixth version even without an additional cost. The product's vision and journey is to empower everyone to build powerful applications quickly and easily. For 15 years, we've been doing this with 14,000 and growing customers. We've developed and helped build 7 million apps with 6 million users. Our local platform, Zoho Creator, has provided business benefits such as power and agility, cross functional collaboration, increased operational gains, enhance customer and user experience, and as well as ability to run unique processes. And Creator can be as powerful as you want it to be. You might be wondering how. Don't worry, Abby, our technical expert, will be helping you to visualize how it can help you manage your processes. So he will be showing you a live demo later. And you might be familiar with this brands. They are some of our customers, I mean users. So they are using Zoho Creator. Our low code platform focuses on three main aspects of building solution. First is the development. After development, there will be the deployment, and of course, you have to manage it. Zoho Creator is a complete low code platform from the building, to integration, analysis, and management. So I won't go too deep here since this is just a basic session, but basically, these are the things that we cover in Zoho Creator. And Abby will show you some of these aspects later in the demo. The creator deep dive. So first we have the app creator. We also provide BI and analytics. In Zoho Creator, there's also integration flows. You can also create your blueprints if you'll have, a lot of more in-depth knowledge. And it can also provide robotic process creator. Our app creator can help you or let you create forms, workflows, even generate reports that can visualize your data, pages, and can help you show hidden insights with visual dashboards. And of course, our creator platform can be seen or can be accessed in a mobile device. So you can still see it even when you are in your laptop or phone or tablet. The BI and analytics creator, this can help you improve decision making because it provides you the data that is generated in the platform and the things that you've entered throughout your processes, right? And with the integration flows, it put your processes on a cruise control with powerful integrations. So it's not limited or exclusive to Zoho products, but if you have other external resources, it can be integrated there. And there are also pre-built connectors, whether you are in marketing, support, sales, collaboration, communication, finance, HR, and IT. This can be connected with Zoho Creator as well. So whether your team is focusing on the front office, productivity, and even in the back office, this can be connected with that platform. So I will now give the stage to Abby to show you what can Creator offer to everyone. So
Hi everyone, my name is Abhilash and I'll be walking you through the rest of the session. The agenda of this session is to first understand and learn the basics of Zoho Creator usage. So far, we have understood what exactly Zoho Creator is all about with a great introduction onto it. However, we will also understand when to use it, where to use it. We'll go through a small demonstration. That's what I'm going to go with right now. So to start off with, in this session, we'll focus on two major aspects of Zoho Creator. The first one is to create a custom solutions for any businesses or the verticals. And the second one is to automate your existing process. We also call it as a one-stop solution. Why do we call it as the one-stop solution? Because of the features that we get to see that exists in Zoho Creator. So let's get into the features of Zoho Creator. I would like to show you some highlights and a few basic introduction about it. So it's a customer first approach. This is a very important key feature for the creator because the way it has been designed, keeping in the mind that it should be used by anyone. That means even if someone who don't know the coding, they should also be able to see it, and they should also be able to view it and very easily make use of it. Over here we have already done the coding in the backend, and it is already now ready to be used. All you need to do is just drag and drop those fields which are available over there. What are fields and all, I'll just show it to you in a couple of minutes. Apart from that, it has the AI capabilities. So it has the capability to get the model trained basis the historical trend. Let's consider as an example of a weather management application. So if you have the data which has already been presented and we train the model, basis the temperature, it will let you know whether it's going to rain or not. So that's one of the example that I wanted to share with you. Apart from that, has got also got the integrations. So to get the Zoho Creator connected with the Zoho's ecosystem, which has all the other applications, including Zoho Seat as well. So it will let you integrate with all those third-party applications as well, and it's a very easiest application builder. Apart from that, we do also have build once and use across all the devices. There we're talking about the nativity of the application. Now what does that mean? Which means if you create some application on the web page, you don't have to create a same application or with the same aspects, with the same features specifically for a mobile phone. All you have to do is install the creator application and start using the same application on your mobile devices, let it be an Android device or an iOS device. And talking about the deeper analytics, integrating Zoho Creator with Zoho Analytics can empower you with the in-depth analytical capabilities. You can slice and dice the data in your Zoho Creator application and create those insightful reports and dashboards. Now, what you see right now is like you have hundreds of templates which are ready to be used and created. Similarly, this is the template that the app which shows all the applications are ready. So for example, this is the appointment booking. On the right side we do have cab booking, conference booking, exhibition stall booking. So all these things that we see right now, they are ready to be used, and the most interesting feature over here is they are customizable. In case if you're wondering how to create them, I'll just show it to you how to get into that. But before we get into that, I would like to tell you some sign in process over here. So upcoming slides are intended to show just to talk about the sign up process. Now, once you get into the website, which is Zoho Creator, over there, you will have an option to click on sign in or the sign up. If you are new to Zoho Creator, please use the sign up now option. Once you click on that, you will have the 15-day trial wherein you will be entering the name, email address, passwords, and the phone number. And once you're done with it, you agree to the terms and conditions. However, once you start purchasing it, that 15-day trial will also be removed. Then once you have entered the credentials, you will have the option to read the terms and services and click on sign up for free. Automatically a one-time password will be sent to the mobile number that you have entered over there as a confirmation. And then once you have entered those one-time password, you click on verify and you'll get to see this screen. The reason I'm sharing this information is because sign up process is easy, but however, we came to know that at times the screen that I'm going to show you right now will be a bit different. The reason being, over here you have an option to create from the scratch. Once you have created an application from the scratch is when you will get to see the actual screen which I'm going to show you right now. So in case if you are wondering, or if you have started creating the application or just signed up right now, I hope you all would have landed up to this page. No issues. What you have to do is then start creating from the scratch, start naming the application and create the application. Then we'll talk about the rest of the things. Now, let's take an example of a restaurant management application. After the complete sign up process, I would like to talk about a restaurant management application. In this specifically business use case, If I talk about a restaurant management application, there are few requirements, right? Automatically, what all things just comes under our mind if somebody is trying to own a business, who's talking about the restaurant right now, and they want to get their restaurant to be displayed, or they can be get used, or these application can be used by all the customers or probably by the partners, and how all these things can be done. If somebody is not at all good with the coding, and somebody is new to coding as well, how can they create an application with this kind of requirements, right? The first thing that comes under our mind is what all things we do need. So let's say dashboard. Why do we need a dashboard? To get to see the complete overview of the business in one glance. To take those business decisions very easily, you need to get those dashboards to have those insights. Similarly, we may also need an order management where we can manage the orders. Kitchen order tickets, we call it as the KOT, where you can manage the kitchen orders and table reservations. Of course, let's say this is to manage the table reservations and keep up to date for those last minute entries, wherein before even committing that yes the table is available, or they have to call and check. How about you get all these thing information available on the application itself? The moment the customers are going to check to get into the restaurant, they can log into their portal and check, and you can give them access to reserve the table, and they'll come to know that how many seats are already been booked. If it is booked, they can change the plans accordingly. If not, then yes, they can come and get into the restaurant, right? This one of the example that I wanted to share. Apart from that, let's say we also want to check the menu. We can let the customers know what all foods that we serve over here. For that, we will be needing a menu application form and suppliers to manage these suppliers. And if I talk about the inventory, this is to track the inventory and to manage the stockage, right? So what you have to do is, all you have to learn is a very simple and a very powerful step. Yes, that's right. That is drag and drop the right field. That's all you need to do. Here we are going to use the pre-created application that I'm going to show it to you, and we'll just get back to the browser, and let me just click on create new over here. The moment I click on create new, I have an option to go with the applications, BI analytics, and the integration flows. But before I do that, let me just show it to you. The screen or the slide that Chelsea was talking about, it has been divided into three categories over here: develop, deploy, and manage. And then once you have started creating an application, all these applications which have been created over here will start getting displayed. I'll simply click on create a solution right now, and I have an option to click on the applications. Now I can start creating an application from the scratch, or I can go with an application which is there already pre-built, which is available in the gallery, or I can import from the file as well, which means all you can do is, if you want to share the application, that is also possible using a dilute script. We call it as a DS file. But right now, let's keep it very simple and easy to understand. So let's start from create from the gallery. I'll click on pick, and there we go. All the applications which are already available over here are being categorized under these categories. You can see information technology, business, sales, marketing, education, finance, customer support, project management, human resource, non-profit, or personal. So the crowd that we have got today, all of you will fall under any of these categories. In case if there is still something which is not there as a pre-built application and you want to create your own, you have that option which was available in the previous page. Right now, let's talk about the restaurant management application. There is a restaurant management application, and you can see with every application over here, we have an install button. All you have to do is just click on the installer. Before you want to read about it, it will give you the details about it, what exactly these applications about. So it's going to give you these all details. So let's get into install this application now. Once you start installing the application, this is how the application is going to look like, and you can see automatically the application has successfully been created. So all you have to do is add these details in the restaurant. So how this pop-up page just came up, what all things, what happened in the background, how it started working, right? So this is the dashboard, right? We talked about it. Under the dashboard, we get to see the items to reorder, upcoming reservations, pending KOT, which is the kitchen order tickets, and the total revenue for the day. So all this information, the revenue, you can refresh, you can get the insights with Zia is artificial intelligence. It will help you to get those analytical reports. And interestingly, over here you can go ahead and type the keywords, like what's the revenue for last month, what's the revenue for this month, this week, and it will start giving you the results in the charts or the displays the way you want to see it. All you have to remember is the keywords that you can use over there, and it will start giving you the results. A very interesting feature. And apart from that, if I go to other options, which are the other applications over here, or the forms, we do have the new order form. Under the new order form, I have an option to select the dine-in, takeaway. It's giving me the details over here, like the item name, notes, categories, and all the details with the attendant. Similarly, the kitchen order ticket, it will give you the option to create the kitchen orders, reservations, customer satisfaction, menus, suppliers, inventory, and last but not least, we have the settings. We have the restaurant details, staff, tables, tax, menu, categories. But how is this been created? What exactly happened in the background? What all options have been selected over there, and how this complete application was being created? We'll also take a look onto it. So in order to understand that, I'll go back to the creator over here, and let's take an example of one of the appliances store. Let's say we do have an appliances store under the name of Zilkar Home Appliance, which is going to sell and then sell the products like TV, fridge, cooler, or any products that can be installed. Now, in order to get this complete business being set up, what we need to have is we need to have a job sheets for all the technicians, a list of products, the list of technicians, line items, and the customer details. So that's exactly what has been displayed over here. The great part is you can see the ZHA dashboard has been written over here, and in this one you have a different dashboard. If I go back to the dashboard over here, you can see the restaurants is being mentioned over there at the top. Similarly, these all things, how this is being created in the Zilkar Home Appliances dashboard. Well, we'll learn with very basic steps of it, and I'll just show it to you how easily these all things can be built as well. So you have the dashboard with the total order count, delivered orders, the total order amount, unassigned jobs, and these are the order numbers. This is going to show it to you, like Bob has got 13 order numbers, Dylan has got 6, Jane has got 20, Kane has got 1. And on to the right side, if you take a look, it's a funnel chart which has been displayed to give you the data about the status which has been delivered. So all these products, what their status, if they are purchased, does the customer received it? So those delivery status has been mentioned over here. And onto the right side, we do have an add new order. So what's very interesting part over here, let me just zoom in a bit and I'll just show it to you. If I take the mouse to the add new order, automatically this becomes a clickable button. It's not just an information which is being displayed. And if I try to click on it, it is going to open a new order form wherein I can enter the customer name, email address, select the delivery type, home pickup or store pickup or home delivery, add details. But how are all these things happening is what we are going to learn over here. Apart from that, there is a job calendar view. So if there is the job sheets, so if I'll take you to the job sheets over here. So this is the list of the job sheets wherein basis the order number, the products have been displayed over here, and you can see who is handling that specific order number, and how this job sheet has been displayed. So we can assign it basis the calendar, so every technician can be assigned basis the order number over there. Then we do have the customer information and all these details, right? Interestingly, the only questions that remains over here is how is this even created, what exactly has been done, and why we are here, right? We are here to understand how this low code actually performs. Now to do that, I'll go through few basic steps. I'll go and open Zoho Creator link once again, which is creator.zoho.com, and I'll have an option to click on create a solution. Now, instead of creating a solution and getting it from the pre-created application, I have an option to create from the scratch. So I'll simply click on create, and I'll mention this as ZHA appliances, and I'll simply click on create an application. The moment I click on create an application, automatically I'm getting an option to create a new form. Now we'll try to replicate this specific, let's say an order form, we'll try to replicate it, how this is being created, right? I'll go back to the page, I'll click on create the new form. Now I have an option to create it from the scratch or import with the data, which means if I already have some data, I can create an application out of it. Interestingly, I have these templates, the forms which I can use. I'll click on 50 plus view more. So this is what we have seen in the presentation slide. Basis the category, which can be business, construction, education, or IT category. As an example, we have asset request, bug tracker, or if somebody is in the order management, we'll have the delivery status, inventory, new order, and somebody is, let's say, in the human resource for the HRs, we do have employee evaluation, employee emergency contact, and all these basic forms which have already been created. I can just start using it. And the best part over here is, again, this is customizable. I can always go back and make the changes which I want. But yes, our main motto is to understand how the order form was being created, right? So I'll simply click on from the scratch and just mention it as the order form. And then I'll click on create the form. And once I click on create the form, automatically my form builder will start showing up over here. Onto the left side, we have got the basic fields, advanced fields, special fields, and artificial intelligence fields. If I expand it, this is how all these fields are going to look like. Now, if you remember, I told you the very basic and a powerful step, which is drag and drop. So if I go back to the order form once again over here, my order form has few details like the name, email address, items, and all these things, right? So how is that being created? Simply drag and drop the name field over here. On to the right hand side, I have all these mandatory options or the field properties which can be customized. Similarly, I'll add few more details. Let's say email address, which can be dragged or dropped, or even you can double click on it, it will start getting displayed over there. Or let's say I have an address that needs to be added over there, and a phone number that I want to add over there. I'll simply click on done. Now I'll try to access this application in a new tab, and you can see this is the preview of it, right? But here is the actual application which I have created right now. So we have got the name, where I can use the first name, last name, email address, or phone number, right? I'll go back to the builder once again, and I'll try to delete the name from here. And let's say I'll simply add a single line instead of name. Now I was getting this first name, last name, right? I can simply make it as a single line and just mention it as a name field. The single line has the feature to get the basic information, single line with the text data that can be added over there. If I try to refresh the page, my name is now been changed over here, and now I can start entering my name, email address, and contact number, and all the details. Now, very interesting thing. Next to the form, we do have the reports which have started getting created. It says you have not added any records yet. Yes, no problem. What we'll do is we'll try to add some details. Let's say I'll be adding the first customer detail over here with my name, and let's say I'll enter my last name and the email address, zjtest1 at gmail.com, an address. Let's say I'll just mention it as Zoho Chennai, and the city as Chennai, and the state as Tamil Nadu, and the postal address that can be added over here. Let's say 603203, and the country I can select, I'm going to select India over here, and let's add a phone number over here, just a random phone number, and simply click on submit. Right now, if I go to my all orders, I can see the email address, name, everything has started popping up. You can see the name is there onto the right side. I can go back and edit this again. I'll simply click on done. Let's say I'll go to the report over here. I can click on configure. I can put the name onto the top, and this has been saved. If I close it and if I try to refresh it once again, the name should start getting onto the left side. There you go. You can see the name, email address, contact number, all the details have just started popping up over there. Now this is one of the way. Apart from that, let's say that I'll add a few more details over here. I'll just duplicate it, and I'll just duplicate it again. I have the option to duplicate it. Right now onto the right side, there are multiple ways to look into the reports. We have seen the Excel report so far. Interestingly, let's say this order management application is based out of the location base, right? So let's say I want to install a product and I want to send my technician to a specific region only. Only that people can go ahead and place the orders. We have the geo fencing options, which is also available, and these are multiple ways to look onto the reports. So onto the right side, I can view these reports as spreadsheets, map. With the map, since I've added the address field over here, I'll select the address field and I'll simply click on done. Automatically all the orders that we have placed, it will start showing displayed on the map. Now this is what I was talking about. So if this is a food delivery application, and if you want to assign the delivery guy, automatically you can choose the delivery guy's route, which will help you to check that how many delivery guys can be sent right now, who can go ahead and deliver the food. Now that specific route can be saved, and basis that you can manage the number of delivery guys who are available to go ahead and deliver your food. Now this is all done with the help of the map view. Again, one of the ways to get into it. Right now, what I'll do is I'll try to create another application form over here. I'll go back to my final product and I'll just show it to you. Let's say my product details. Now this product details, I have an option to add the product name, price, and image. Right, I'll click on all products. I have got the product name, price, and image. Now exactly this image and everything is being started looking into my, or started showing up into my reports. It's not just a normal report. That's what I'm trying to tell over here. You're not just viewing the Excel details over here. In case we want to get the image of it, how that can be done. To do that, I'll simply go ahead and create a form once again. I'll put it from the scratch, and I'll mention this as the product form, and I'll simply click on create a form. Once I click on create a form, I'll simply add one single line over here. Let's mention this as products. Then I do have the currency field, which will help me to name it as the price, and image field that can be added over here with the name of image. Now in the browse option, as you can see onto the right side, under the browse option, I have these check marks which can be used. Let's say I want to check mark with the link, and I'll simply click on done. Now once I click on done, I'll just go back and refresh this page once again, and I have an option to click on all products. Now I can add a record or import a data. I don't want to add a record, right? I want just import a data. Let's say I have an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet that already has all this data. I can drag and drop the specific file over here, or I can choose a local storage. In this case, let's say I'll choose the products over here, and I'll click on open. Now once I click on open, as you can see, the price of that Excel sheet or the spreadsheet has the price of the products, the image with the links over here. In case if you want to change the links, you can always make those changes, and these are the products. So I have to choose the image. For the image, I'll choose the image field over here, and I'll close this, and I'll try to import the data. And now I can access the report. The moment I try to access the report, automatically the product name with all the images have started getting displayed over here. Now, very easily, you can just drag and drop, import all the data that you have already have with your applications. That was one of the way. And apart from that, in the same way, if I want to create a form again with a data which is already available, I can go to the local storage. I can simply select this form, and with this, the complete form will be created. Over here, I do have the employee details, gender, the age, date of joining, department. Now, this time I'm not simply creating a form. What I'm trying to achieve over here is directly using the data which is available, and with that, I'll try to create a form. I'll try to create a form right now. And once it has been done, automatically you will have an option to access this application. Yes, there we go. And I'll click on access this application, and my complete form is now being created. As you can see, I'll go back and refresh this page once again. Automatically my complete employee details with my fields which I do not have to drag and drop, and it has automatically understood what all fields should have been added over here, and some employee details basis this the field has started getting displayed. Again, a great important feature, right? I can simply go ahead and make use of it. The last but not the least, I'll try to make it very simple. If you remember, let's say I'll go back to this dashboard, and over here, these details were being displayed. How are this being displayed? How the ZHA dashboard, even that has been created over here. To do that, I'll go with a few basic steps. I'll click on create new component, and these are the four components: forms, reports, pages, and workflows. I can simply click on page right now, and I have an option to choose from the templates which are already available. But I'll try to make it very simple, and let's create a new from the scratch and name it as a dashboard. Once I click on dashboard, automatically on the left hand side, I do have all these panels and gadgets. Every single component starts showing up. Now let's say I'll simply drag and drop one of them, and I want to change this text, static text, to the value. Let's put it as ZHA dashboard. And I don't want to use this new employees this month. I'll just simply delete it, the specific element, and I'll close it. So as you can see, the dashboard has been displayed over there. I'll simply click on done. And now if I try to refresh the page, my dashboard is now also started getting displayed the same view which we had it over here, like the same ZHA dashboard. You can name it anything, your restaurant management application, your any IT tracker, bug tracker. You can name it as in anything basis your complete business view. We have other options as well which are available over here. I'll go back to the page builder once again, and I'll have this form, report, snippets, buttons, widgets, and viewer. I'll take an example of a report. I'll simply drag and drop the report, and it's asking me which report can be added over there. I can go with the all orders, and I'll simply click on done. Now, if I try to refresh the page, my all orders which have been created, if you remember, this name, contact number, email address, this is also going to be displayed over there automatically. And the best part is this is customizable. Now, when I say customizable, I'll simply try to double click on it. I can add an action, a style. Let's say, talking about the style, I have an option to pick the colors. These are multiple colors, or I can choose it from them. Now this is the color. Let's say I'll choose the background as green. It's not that good. Let's make it a bit light, or I would say let's make it in a better way. Yes, or let's put it onto the black. So now what I'll do is I'll try to simply close it, and we'll try to access the same, and let's see if the same has started getting displayed over here. Yeah, so on the right side it is now getting displayed, right? So this is how we can make the changes into the dashboard. But last but not the least, if you remember, we also discussed about how the same thing can be achieved on the phone and how those changes can be made, right? Whatever changes I'm going to make onto my website, how the same can be displayed over there onto my phone. Now to do that, I have the phone over here, which I'm going to show it to you. I'll try to put it next to the form which we have tried to create. All right, now let's say I'll click on the creator icon over here, and all the applications whichever has been created so far, it will start getting displayed. Interestingly, we just have created one of the application under the name of ZHA appliances. It started showing over here. Now all I have to do is I'll click on ZHA appliances, and the same interface what we have tried to achieve, let's go to the dashboard and let's see. The same interface is being displayed over here, right? With all the details, with the order numbers and everything as start getting displayed. I do not have to create a different application specifically for my phone. Whatever I do on my web page, it will start getting displayed on my phone, a same application with all the details. In the same way, I'd like to show it to you a few more details. Let's say I'll go to the products, I'll go to the all products, and there is a report over here. Now if I go to the same and click on all products, I have the all product details mentioned over here. But when it comes to phone, we have this option to use the gestures on the phone. What kind of gestures? Let's say we can swipe left, swipe right, and then if I want to make any changes like edit, duplicate, delete, cancel, how about how to make all these changes? So what I'll do is I'll go back to my form builder. I'll click on done over here, and I'm trying to make the changes to the all products. And over here, these are three options. You can see on the left side, there's a web page. For this, we do have the laptop icon. Similarly for the phone, if I click on the phone, now I have all the options to make the changes for the phone as well on from the web page itself. For example, I want to give some options. Let's say on for the swipe left or swipe right of the record, nothing has been coming up, right? If I swipe left, nothing is happening. Swipe right or left, nothing is happening. So what I'll do is I'll simply add some actions to it. Let's say I'll add edit, I'll add duplicate also, I'll add delete, and I'll add view record. Similarly for swipe left also, I'll do the same: edit, delete, duplicate, and view record. Right now, I hope this will be done. Now what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll click on the all products once again, and you can see it's getting loaded. It will take a couple of seconds, and once it has been done, I can simply have the option to swipe left or right. The same options, edit, delete, more, has started showing up. And this is also customizable. The complete things, whatever you see over here, these all things are customizable. I have an option to make the changes into the themes, and these are multiple themes which are available, right? I can use these themes, I can check the colors, I can put the customs, and make all those changes. Similarly, I'll just simply go back to my form, and I'll just close this. I'll go to the web version of it, and I'll just get into the order form once again. And onto the order form, if I go to the form builder, I have these properties which has been added over there. Now if I click on the properties, says order has been added successfully. Whenever we try to add something, all these things can also be changed. Let's say on a successful submission, I want to get a different message. Instead of order added successfully, I'll say that thanks for the order, and I want to send an email notification. This can also be customized. I'll simply customize it to any email address that is going to be added over there. Hello, a new entry has been added for the order form, and I'll just make it very simple, and let's mention it as ZHA manager, and I'll simply click on done. Right now, what I'll do is I'll simply refresh the page once again. I'll go back to my order form, and under the order form, I'll just try to add some new name. Let's say Peter, and an email address. I'll put it the same address as So Chennai, city as Chennai. Let's put the state over there. Let's put the postal code, and I'll select the country, and I'll put a phone number. I'll click on submit. Please do remember, we made the changes over there. The moment I click on submit, a different message should be displayed, right? I'll click on submit now. Thanks for the order has started getting displayed. And the same, we needed to send an email, right? So I'll just open my Gmail account and I'll see whether, yes, this is what we just added as the details, right? A new entry has been added with the ZH manager. I mean, this is just the very basic session which I tried to show it to you. I'll get back to the presentation once again. I'll just minimize this and I'll just open it once again and I'll get back to the presentation. So yes, the drag and drop the right field and the nativity of the applications are also being achieved. Now it can also be integrated with all these applications which are ready to be used, like you can see Gmail, Slack, or even with Zoho applications like Zoho Click. While integrating, you can perform a specific task and you can go ahead and use the CRMs like Zoho CRM, Salesforce, or any of the products which you can integrate it and start creating your forms. So by this, we have actually come to the end of the session. I'll just give the access back to Chelsea.
Thank you everyone for staying with us up until this hour. And I hope you were able to learn more about low code and explore its possibilities. So for now, we would like to thank again everyone for joining us for today, and I hope we will see you for our next sessions.